Hi guys, Sam is here with another deep dive video. Today I want to explain what fintech company FIS is actually building, not the marketing version, not modern core banking as a slogan, the actual system logic underneath the platform. Most people still misunderstand FIS. They think it's a core legacy provider that's trying to survive cloud transition. That framing is actually wrong. FIS is not rebuilding core. It's rebuilding the control plane of banking infrastructure. Everything starts with the architecture. At the base of FIS platform sits universal ledger and orchestration layer. This is not a single product, it's a system layer that coordinates money movement, account state, and transition integrity across products and across cores. Above that sits core platform services, account opening, payments, card, fraud, and compliance. These are modular API exposed components, not monolithic workflow. On top of that is a unified API access layer, one integration surface, one control plane for both FIS products and third-party services. That structure matters because it's core agnostic by design. FIS can sit on top of its own core, a client's legacy core, or operate effectively coreless by relying on its internal ledger for new digital programs. This is why FIS keeps talking about orchestration instead of replacement. Now let's look at infrastructure. FIS moved more than 90% of workloads to the cloud and effectively eliminated legacy infrastructure. The final state is not public cloud only, it's multi-cloud native. Public cloud plus FIS cloud. Workflows are containerized, portable, governed centrally. This avoids vendor lock-in and allows regulatory flexibility across regions. This is important because the company processes tens of billions of transactions every year, over a billion API calls per month, hundreds of thousands of virtual CPUs. The most important part is how FIS modernizes banks without breaking them. They explicitly reject rip and replace approach. Instead, they decompose the core into components, decomposing the accounts, deposit lending, payments, reconciliation, pricing, fraud, reporting. Each function can be modernized independently. API sits on top, new components are introduced alongside old ones. Over time, legacy fades without cutover event. This is modernization by substitution, not migration. It minimizes operational risks while still converging toward real-time cloud-native behavior. This is why unified API layer is the real product. The API layer abstracts complexity. It decouples experience from processing. Banks and fintechs can assemble best-of-breed stacks without negotiating bespoke integrations. FIS products and third-party products coexist behind the same interface. Security and resilience are engineered into the system, not added later. FIS runs automated threat migration at the network edge. Billions of malicious requests are blocked through automation. Self-hosting bots monitor infrastructure continuously and remediate incidents before escalation. AI-driven change analysis prevent failures before deployment. The result is not perfection. The result is predictability. Outages collapse over time because the system learns. This is site reliability engineering at banking scale. Data and AI sit across the entire stack. FIS operates hundreds of petabytes of data in cloud environments. This data feeds fraud models, risk analysis, treasury analytics, operations intelligence, and others. AI is not treated as a feature layer, it's treated as a system capability governed centrally. AI console controls deployment and risks. This matters because AI at this scale becomes infrastructure, it improves uptime, it improves fraud detection, it improves developer productivity, and it does not exist as an isolated product line. Let's look how three products show how this architecture becomes real. First one, Quantum Event Streaming Backbone. It processes real-time financial events for treasury risk while feeding data into wider platform. Digital One is the reference digital layer, a fully API-driven front-end that consumes the same services clients consume. It proves the composability model works. The next product, the Modern Banking Platform, fully componentized, real-time, cloud-native, optional, not mandatory. It exists to replace core when clients are ready, not to force migration. Guys, this is how incumbents survive platform transition. Not by shipping features faster than startups, but by absorbing complexity that startups cannot carry. If you like this deep dive video explainer, then don't forget to subscribe to my platform.